Our friend Michael, a contractor, used to tell me that he always kept a clean site around his building projects to make them a safe place to work. So that's what we do too.
Run is going along. We got the rim board up, and there's to be a 2.5-inch nail every 6 inches, stapling it down to the sill plate.
That was to here?
Yep.
Well, that's about perfect then, isn't it?
The rim board isn't quite sitting out on the edge of the sill plate either. Just a minute. Yep, that's still 47.25. This diagonal is 1/4 inch short.
You want to hook it to the inside wall there?
Yep.
Maybe span it. I don't know, is it long enough to go 30?
No.
Okay. 47.5.
So that's just right. Take 2 off, it's 46.10.
Yeah, it's right on. You want to try this one?
Let me come over here and let's just take our length measurement with that block sitting right where it's at and see where we're at.
Okay. 36, 2 inches even.
36, 2 inches? Oh, that'd be perfect then.
Perfect.
Just have to kind of put a nail in the end of this or a screw straight to the rim board so it can't move, and then put a string line on these two to make sure they're straight. And I guess this has got to be straight if it's even with the rim board. Rim board's even with the sill board.
So does that mean we shouldn't cut that?
Well, I guess we need to do a length measurement here.
Well, this I already know is it'll be 36.25. Let's measure it though. 32 inches and 1/8.
Okay, so it's only 1/8 long.
So that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That does mean it'll overhang a little bit. Actually,
If it 1/8 off, that one would fit just perfect, but then that's going to shorten up our diagonal here even more.
maybe. You had it flush up against here?
Yeah.
I think when I cut this, I think it's at a bit of an angle. So it's pushing this board that direction. So it's closer here. You rotate it, it pulls it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just 1/8 or so.
Pretty flush there.
All right. You guys can get mad at me because it was in my pouch.
Yes, and it's probably at least 1/4 inch out, maybe a little more. I don't know about the bottom. There's a bow in the bottom too. So either our splice is out this way too far. Those are square up and down.
I took it in just a little.
Trying to think of something that we could put on the string line to have on each end that would make it the right distance out so we could go along and check. Of course, we know this one is right at 12 feet or 9 feet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's the most critical thing there is, because if you don't have concrete flat, and you don't get your sill boards flat, plus they got to be square, then nothing else fits.
Yeah.
Okay, we cut the sill board, glue between the two ends, and glue between the sill plate and the rim board. Snap a chalk line on the sill plate that is the correct distance from the edge, so we can line the rim boards up on that chalk line. Hopefully we can keep them there. Where the two rim boards spliced together, we also took about a 6 or an 8-inch piece of the same material the rim boards are made out of and screwed them to the back so that the plates were even and tied together a little bit that way.
Perfect, right on the line. That's the thing is, when I pushed it, it was good, and then when I released, it actually moved back. So we might just have to get that nut where it goes.
Let's pull it out. We'll put 2 nails behind it and then just tap down on the bottom, and it should let that nail come up, shouldn't it? Or enough that we can get it out of there.
Try, I think, yeah. Or if we just had a flat bar, I can pry it. Catch that edge.
I got a crow's foot down the other. I mean, we got them 2, whatever they are here.
Any headway?
That's going up.
Yeah,
going in.
that's the problem. I need it to.
Well, I'll go grab the cat's bar in case we need it later. Make sure they find that brush.
I got it. I used the wrong holes and I sucked it in. I think it's the glue's holding it.
I might have to put a nail in from around here. Push it over.
Probably. I think the glue is just kind of setting up. Pretty close.
This is just right here. Maybe better
Yeah.
screw this one down. And you got a screw behind it.
Yeah. It's not, I can't hardly get it to move. I think the glue, it's close. Let me put a screw in it. I think we'll call that good. I can see the line, but you want to hit it one more time? Or? I think the glue's set up. That's the problem. Oh, yeah, we broke it loose. There, all-purpose carbide tipped blade. It's not fine or anything.
It's all right.
Yeah, it hasn't been used in a little bit, a little rusty, but that'll shine up. Yeah, I guess I didn't see any teeth missing. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever used a big worm drive. Do you prefer them?
You see a professional, that's what they use. I think just for the longevity of them, I think they last longer.
Yeah.
What we did here was measure our 30 inches. We took off 3.5 inches for the end sill board, brought us down to 29 feet, 8.5 inches. Get a handsaw or something to finish this up.
There's that reciprocating saw right here.
Oh, yeah, we could do it with that.
Talk to your mom in her language while you're talking to Junebug.
ऐसा नहीं जिंगल वो बोले गाँव के लचर ही है